What's the point of putting children around sort of a climbing flame like a gorilla? It's dangerous. Endlessly no. If you're gonna be a monkey, you're gonna be a fucking silverback. One. Uh, it's like Barrett's going, yeah, we have to do this in the army. It's like team building exercise is the other one, isn't it? You have to pull people across. Did anyone watch It's a Knockout? You have to help each other across bits and work out how to build bridges and trust exercises. I know these children are used to being swung around like I've seen them. I've seen them being tossed about like bags of sugar. I know what they're used to, and also it's listening skills as well. So, and it's working on my upper body at the same time, which I have worked to a point, but it's like working it a bit more. It's fun for the children. It's what is it? It's let's say it's non-gender specific performance. I don't know what the right words are to use for them. They like being ruffled around. Do you know what? They're from a ruffling around family. They're used to being handled and trust building, and we were doing that. It's what the other thing. It's this. Barrack's laughing his head off secretly under the covers. um, it's what is it? It's baby yoga as well, isn't it? I mean, that was a whole fashion years ago. You use babies in yoga. It's good for the mother and it's good for the baby. You both get a workout. You use the baby as part of the equipment. Elements of that. Teaching them is trust building. Like, people go on courses for trust building, team building exercises. It's all, I had to do it. I do understand trusting, learn to fall back and the person's going to catch you. Trust that I'm going to do it. Building on their trust things, because like they didn't trust me that I was going to drop them doing the bars. It's like, so we're working in stages in doing that and and they're also watching me use the equipment in different ways and then trying it themselves. So they were just, all that. And then they start watching other people, how they're doing the equipment as well. So it's 160 different reasons why it's not dangerous to treat a child like a baby monkey, Vicky. We had to go, where did we have to go? A friend of mine had their honeymoon at Go Ape, which is like a tree place for adults. And then death slide things. It's like, some people don't like to do that. But you just, I didn't. I was terrified. I still had to do it. I had to show a brave face because my daughter was with me. But at the same time, didn't mind saying I'm scared of doing it. So there's all that coming into it. So as I was lifting the little one up by one arm, and I could feel that she was, by her squeaks, she was a bit uncomfortable. So I changed what I was doing. So by that, we're learning to. It's the, what's it? Different communication. I can't remember primary, secondary, and communication. Verbal communication is one of our main way of communicating. Like the dog's pawing me, but barking's one of their ways of communication. But they read body language. We're the same, but there's like another. What is it? An ethereal communication. The communication with different bits. All those things coming into practice. It was fun anyway. We all thought it was fun. We enjoyed ourselves. We had a great day. I'll go again later on. Okay. What have I just had to eat? Some rye bread. You do, don't you? We're practicing. We might have to get a gun across the river one day. You never know. You never know where we're going in this road. You don't know what I'm building. I'm not building anything. I'm just building what? We were just trying to, all of us trying to enjoy the park. I was interacting with children. You're supposed to do that, aren't you? You can't just sit there gazing into space while the children don't know what to do. Some of the time they can do that. Mixed what? Mixed. Look where that child's doing over there, walking along the fence. You could do that. Look. Why don't you think of doing it? See how many different ways you can use the equipment. And then I said I was playing the floor's lava and then dropped on the floor. It's funny. It was funny. And I said, hey, it's a joke really. Floor's not really lava. Ha ha. Floor's lava, floor's lava. Oh no, I've dropped you in it. On purpose. It was funny. It's funny for us. And then what's that? It's building resilience when people start saying floors laugh at school. You can't play with us. It's like, do whatever. Do you know what? You're weird at. I don't care about your dumb lava games. See? Got to be in it to win it, mate. That's what. It's true. When we get to school, the teachers won't know what's going on. What do you mean the floor's lava? I don't understand your dumb rules. I'm joking. I'll be back. The dog got for breakfast. She wants me to cut it up for her. I'm not going to cut it up for her. She's good. That's why. Just if she gets a bit, takes it off me. She doesn't want it. She doesn't want her apple. Tell her to eat it. Eat the apple, Dolly. No one will believe you're my horse otherwise. Come on, eat the apple. Eat the apple. She doesn't want it. She doesn't want it. She yawns. She's stressed. She's stressed by the apple. Eat the apple. It's good for you, Dolly. No. What do you think she wants? Eat the apple, Dolly. Eat the apple. And then we can go out for a walk. It's nice, I promise. She wants it to go away. She hates the apple so much. Eat the apple, Dolly. No. Eat it. No. Eat the apple, Dolly. She doesn't want to eat the apple. I don't hate the term bisexual. It just annoys me now because it's just too. I don't know. It's too blocky, isn't it? It's like Roboblox term. I just like gender fluid. It's not. You're not. You're just attracted to personalities. I just prefer that. It's like, well, I'm attracted to you. I don't care what you've got hanging off you. It's just more me. Bisexual just irritates the fuck out of me. But I know you have to accept that. It's part of the thing, isn't it? It's part of the community. You have to accept that other people prefer that term. I can accept it. I still don't like it. But that's why I snoozed that group. It's like, do you know what? I've just said I don't like the term. Why have you put it in my face? I've told you I don't like it. You keep using it if you want. It's just my preference. I don't give a shit. I expect the same from you. You want me to respect your views? You have to respect mine. And you're not doing it. Well, we are actually. Well, I suppose we are. There we go. Everyone's happy now. Community goal achieved, unlock. I told you before, when I was labelled as having a personality disorder, a multi-personality disorder actually, it was the most delightful day of my life because I could just say, well, yeah, if people say, what, are you bisexual or whatever? I said, no. I've got a multi-personality disorder and every one of my personalities has a different gender identity. It was pretty easy way to get out of that situation. There was a boy and a girl there, so do you like boys or girls? I thought, well, actually, I don't find either of you attractive at the moment in that way anyway. That you're angling at. And that's the truth of it. I'm currently identifying as a silverback gorilla. So I'm not interested. Polar bears also, they come to with bears generally. My shamanic spirit, my first shamanic crown. They just come together to breed. That's it. And then they just raise their family. That's about it. Feed, fuck and fight. That's all they do. Now fuck off and leave me alone. I'm in my cave looking after my babies. And they go off and do the same thing. And eat all the penguins and the seals, whatever they do. I'm going to do some exercise in a minute. Yeah, suck your face in, go on. I'm going to give her the apple core. I hope she's going to eat it. But I'll tell you why, she's super apple. I cut one up and put it in a bowl the other day. She often eats apple cores, but she's just clearly doesn't need it at the moment. She knows there's a whole packet of fish in the fridge. You don't believe me? You want me to see me cook the fish for the dog? I can't be bothered. Do it. With some potato. I don't want anything. I don't want to do it. Who do I find attractive? Right now, absolutely no one. Well, there's physical attraction and sexual attraction, isn't there? Maybe the bloke at the coffee shop. He's quite cute. But not in an actual, do you know what? I'm not going to force anything there. It's not anything I'd like to carry on. He's just not an attractive person. And he likes cardamom buns warmed up, he said yesterday. I like my cardamom buns warmed up. I said, oh, all right then. It was funny. It was funny for all of us. I can't go back in that shop now. I definitely can't, so I've forgotten I said that. It's true. He looks a bit like Serge from, what's that band called? Kasabian. Just to annoy you a bit more, Mark. You'll never attain that goal. So there we are. We can both hold that umbrella over each other. You can twaddle around with your pudding family. Just to try and get up my nose. I'll just go and dance around the street having cardamom bun jokes with coffee shop men. Alright, we'll both be happy. We'll both live out our fantasy lives, being the most awkward people on the planet. But I'm going to do it from the street, and you can do it from the internet. Okay, we'll meet in the middle. It's going to be such a lovely experience for everyone. Honestly, it's going to bring everyone together in a mass socially awkward environment. We're going to bond over the therapeutic nature of extreme embarrassment. It's going to be such a delightful thing. Look, Polly says, please can you cook the fish? She can't bear to be seen with me in the street. Everyone's going to be going in that coffee shop now, though, just to check out the you know what? What's he called? What they called? Barrister. I don't know if he is baristas. Where in Artel? I always called it Cartel. I said, no, it's called Artel, actually. It's why I gave that girl the cat before. You have to have floss on the tills, don't you? I worked in a bar before. You do it on purpose to get the people to come in. You have to have floss for the girls and floss for the boys and floss for the in the middle people. So That's why they put me on the front office, on the box office at the waterfront. I covered a multitude of territory, really, as did all the other people who worked on the box office. See, it's quite prestigious a thing to be used as the face mark. You might learn that one day. I imagine they get you to play a bit more geeky to get the fanny in, to be honest. Right. Have I been blocked out of my own phone? No. Honestly, she looks mortified. Dolly looks mortified. I can't believe you said that. I can't believe you said that. Did she really? Nah, mate, seriously? Just give us some fish. Some white fish? Right. Please, she says, please. She's got needs. We've all got needs, Dolly. We've all got needs. I was gonna do some sit-ups and then feed the dog after. I can do that, can't I? I do understand all that as well, because I remember with the whole triggering thing, do you remember I said before, there was at one point I couldn't listen to even thunder music on the internet. The only thing that didn't trigger me into any, what they called obtrusive thoughts at that point was listening to, what did I find that I could listen to? The wheels going. I had to listen to wheels and night travel, just the tyres on the tarmac, on wet tarmac. I found 10 hours of that on YouTube. It's an amazing place. And then another time I ended up listening to a Chinese lecture because I hadn't got a clue what it was talking about. So that was, at that point, completely, that was quite more, what's the word? Therapeutic than listening to rain. But I do like the sound of rain. I like it. I always wait for thunder. I love thunderstorms as well. I've planned what to do if I know picky bits out my teeth and eat them. It's great. That's one of the perks of having a hole in your teeth. You've always got something tucked away for later on. I don't need to buy fermented food in jars. I have it in my mouth. Novels is laughing. So no, it's not me. So, but which one? Liam Gallagher? No, the other one. Edmonds. What was I saying? I was on the path of saying something important. I can't remember. It's to do with thunderstorms, though, wasn't it? I can't remember. Oh yeah, disaster planning. If it flooded, I used to think that all the time because I live at the bottom of a hill, a really big one in Norfolk. And if the house did flood, which some places do flood, you know, with this whole thing that we're fed all the time about the ice caps melting and the rest of it. What to do with the stuff downstairs? Would I bring it upstairs? I haven't got any carpets, that's one good thing. I haven't got any TVs or anything else I really care about. That's two good things. I've just put my stove upstairs. Maybe put some water in a what? Bottle or a bucket maybe. I've got a couple of buckets. I can use the toilet, just throw it out the window. It's so fine, and I can always go up into the roof. I was saying before I was going to get a canoe, wasn't I? Just to keep in the attic in case it flooded so badly I needed a boat. I haven't done that yet though. I do like the rain for those reasons. I like to just wonder how much it's going to rain. It's not so much life and the safety, it's more like a disaster aspect that could be coming. What would I do with the dog? I'd put her in the canoe with me. She can get up the ladder into the attic anyway. It might happen. I've talked it up now. Probably true. Probably true. I'm always messing around with the seed in the weather, aren't I? All the time. Always fanning around things like that. Constantly. I probably have bought it on myself. Probably. I'll go back to King Canute again. You know the story of King Canute. He thought he could hold back the sea, didn't he? Because he was an emperor. And he couldn't. He just sat there and got wet. All things got washed away. I'm in a bloody cheerful mood today, aren't I? Bloody cheerful. It's wonderful. Pull some more of them ticket things out. I don't know if I want to. What's on the top of the tarot? It's the Ace of Swords. I left that. What's on the bottom? I can't remember. I don't know if I've changed it from the other day. Look, Ace of Swords. I left it. Oh, and the stars just underneath, just peeping through. So that's a wish fulfillment. Look, I'm not lying. Star. And what's on the bottom? I might take those ones off and read. Oh yeah, it's her again. So this to the star is Ace of Swords. That one going on around you. The plants are talking to us. It's a cycle, but we're looking down, looking in the boat of swords. I know. And it's a wish fulfillment. What's that under the wish fulfillment? The Magician. What's under the Magician? Justice. What's under Justice? Queen of Pentacles. I already know what that means. What's under that? It's Hidden Gift. What's under that? Queen of Cups. What's under that? Oh my god. We could go on forever. Knight of Cups. King of Cups. I'm bored of this. Queen of Wands. Ace of Wands. Those are fighting. Page of Swords. The Kermit. There's a moth with a light in it. And it comes back to this one again. That's the end. That's as far as I can be able to go. I'm going to leave the wish fulfillment on the top today. Just because that happens to be there. Shall I give them a flick through? Actually, I'm going to shuffle them. I'm going to shuffle them around. Page of Swords. Page of Cups. Hey, look at the little fish head man's looking at the little fish in the cup. I'll leave that on top. It's the Fool! We're going on a journey. Shall I leave that one at the top? I love that one. Because it's got a little white dog like me. So that the Hierophant. I don't want to leave on the top now. The Fool. I want to leave the Fool. I want to leave the Fool on the top. I don't like the feeling. I don't leave Justice. I want to leave Three of Swords. That's come up again. The Sun. Happiest card in the deck. How about we leave that on the top? I'll leave that on the top. That's a nice one, isn't it? What's that leave on the bottom? I'm not going to leave that on the bottom. I'll leave that in the middle. I suppose maybe that's kind of... Oh, the Hierophant's on the bottom. There we go. That's good, isn't it? The Sun and gold. That's a nice thing for everyone. I know I've set it up. I've set the table up myself. But maybe the player energy one came at the bottom because I was setting it up, leaving the Sun at the top. It knows. There's no Fallen Tower, you know. But, you know. New spiritual cycle. New spiritual cycle. On an old white horse. It's a dolly on a horse. What? I drink my cup of tea. Hey, Knight of Pentacles. This one, we're looking out. A new thing. Page of Swords again. This one's poked through. It's a gift. We're getting a gift from the universe. New spiritual cycle. It's a gift. Always a gift. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do for my new spiritual cycle. I'm going to put some clothes on and I'm going to do some pump exercises. I like to see that myself. I saw that that Mandarin to say that, what's it called, inclusive gym. That was pretty cool. I really like to see that. I wanted to comment, but I didn't know a good thing to say. Oh look, it's a gift from the what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 9 of Pentacles. That was a good thing. I liked it a lot. Drink some cup of tea. Ooh, 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 like a monkey. That was me at the park again. We were being monkeys then. That's exactly what I was thinking. I like the fact it came up today in my Facebook feed with the gorilla, the old Mrs. swinging the baby around. I love that because that's what we were doing on the play equipment yesterday. Or I was anyway. I'm going now. I am going to do some exercises. I might even do it to watching this through. I know that's a bit of a weird thing to do, but nerd life. That's nerd life for you. It's not necessarily narcissistic life, it's nerd life. Kinks came up recently. Do you know what? You can't just say because I like to watch it I'm narcissistic. It might just be a kink, mightn't it? You can't just use terminology to suit you. It's got to be inclusive. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it in my style.